If you are planning to buy the new legendary USS-9, you better rethink because in next season, it won't be as good as right now. So in today's video, we're gonna take a look at all the expected Season 8 balance changes. We'll also dive into the upcoming legendary FFR1 Shredder and what we might expect from it, whether it'll be free, paid or event exclusive. The USS-9 just got a little weaker with the new balance changes. Before, its bullets used to travel super fast at 660 meters per second, but now they only move at 600 meters per second. Also, if you use the no stock attachment, you used to get an extra boost in movement speed to run around faster, but that bonus has now been taken away. The Type 25 just got a nice little buff. Now when you hit enemies in the upper arm, the damage is increased because the multiplier went from 1 to 1.1. On top of that, its bullet spread accuracy has been improved, going from 20/12 down to 16/8. So your shots will be more accurate and easier to control. The Maddox also got stronger. Now when you hit enemies in the lower arm, the damage is a little higher because the multiplier went from 1 to 1.1. Another good change is its range, which got stretched out from 12 meters, 20 meters and 30 meters to 12 meters, 25 meters and 35 meters, meaning the Maddox will keep its power over longer distances. The MG82 just became easier to use. Its range profile was improved from 10 meters and 20 meters to 15 meters and 25 meters, which means it will now stay strong and deal good damage at longer distances. On top of that, the recoil, both vertical and horizontal, has been reduced. The Chicom got a small but helpful buff. Before, its damage would drop from 32 down to 25 at longer ranges, but now instead of dropping all the way to 25, it only goes down to 26, which means the gun will deal just a little more damage when you're shooting from farther away. The Groza just got stronger with these changes, especially if you land your shots in the right spots. The head multiplier went up from 1.3 to 1.5, which means headshots will do a lot more damage than before. The chest multiplier also increased from 1.2 to 1.3. The 16.7 VDV reinforced attachment also got a buff to make it stronger. Now when you hit enemies in the lower arm, the damage multiplier has been increased from 1 to 1.1. The AS Well just got some really strong buffs to its attachments. With the 200mm mid-range barrel, the bullet speed buff was increased from 20% to 30%, and the range bonus also went up from 20% to 30%, which means the gun will keep its power at longer distances. The quick response barrel also got better since it now increases chest damage from a 1.1 multiplier to a 1.3 multiplier, and it also boosts its lower arm shots from 1 to 1.1. The RUS-79U just got a small but useful buff. Before, its damage would drop from 28 down to 24 at longer ranges, but now instead of falling all the way to 24, it only goes down to 25. The MAC-10 got some solid improvements. Its range profile was boosted from 9 meters, 17 meters and 20 meters to 10 meters, 17 meters and 24 meters, which means it will stay powerful over longer distances and lose less damage when shooting far away. On top of that, the stomach damage multiplier was increased from 0.9 to 1. The Outlaw just got a nice damage boost. Now when you hit enemies in the lower arm, the multiplier has been increased from 1.2 to 1.4, making it easier to take down opponents even with hits that aren't perfectly aimed. The Locust just got a small but helpful change. Its hit flinch was reduced from 3 to 2.5, so now it will be a little easier to keep your aim steady when enemies fire at you. The OWC stopping power attachment got a nice tweak too. The fire interval penalty, which slows down how fast you can shoot, was reduced from plus 10% to plus 5%. The CR56 MX just got some helpful buffs. Its bullet spread accuracy was improved from 20, 13 to 19 to 10. On top of that, the damage in the third and fourth phases was increased from 2016 to 2118. So the gun will deal more damage, making it more powerful in extended fights. The Kilo 141 just got a bunch of helpful changes. Now its lower arm multiplier was increased from 1.1 to 1.2. The OWC marksman attachment got a faster aiming buff, as the ADS time penalty was reduced from plus 18% to plus 12%. The extended mag A no longer slows you down at all because its movement speed penalty was completely removed. Even the large extended mag B got better, with its movement speed penalty reduced from minus 4% to minus 2%. The Striker just got a nice little buff. Its pellet count was increased by 2 in the outer spread, which means more of the bullets will land on enemies when you fire. The crossbow in Battle Royale just got a big damage boost. Its damage now goes up to 150 at 40 meters instead of staying at 100, while the base damage for closer shots stays the same at 100. The HS-21126 in Battle Royale got a small nerf in this update. Its damage used to go from 16 down to 13 at longer ranges, but now it drops further from 16 to 11, making it a bit weaker overall. Some of the score streaks in the game just got updated with new changes. The death machine just got a small nerf. Its duration was reduced from 30 seconds to 24 seconds, which means you can only use it for a shorter time before it runs out. The Tempest just got a change to its stun effect. The stun duration was reduced from 5 seconds to 2 seconds. The tactical redeployment now lets you respawn more times, going from 2 to 3, which gives you extra chances to get back into the fight. The Havoc's radius was increased, so it can hit a bigger area and affect more enemies. The Cluster Strike got a small cost increase, going from 980 to 1050, which means you'll need a little more score to use it. Finally, the Flash Strike now detonates faster, with its timer reduced from 2 seconds to 1 second. Remember, all these test server balance changes aren't final yet. They can still be adjusted or changed by the developers until they are officially announced in the live game. So what we see now might not be exactly what will happen when the update goes live. Legendary FFAR1 Shredder seems closer to reality thanks to recent teasers.
Some legends lie in wait. Legacies and carved in stone. It playfully drifts through the air like a familiar melody.
Based on the trailer, the hints suggest that its release might be scheduled for October, though we don't have an exact date yet. It wouldn't make much sense to tease a paid Legendary FFAR1 Shredder months ahead, especially since it's not a mythic. The teaser timing really points toward it being free, in my opinion. There are a couple of realistic possibilities for its release. October is close to the COD mobile anniversary, though usually celebrated in November, so it could be part of a lead-up celebration rewarding players with a free legendary. Another option is that it replaces the AK-47 ICB as the next minor legendary in the secret cache system this October, which would make it accessible through shards rather than direct purchase. Both scenarios point toward free or grind-based acquisition rather than a paid release. The AK-47 ICB has already been widely owned, so it's the perfect candidate to rotate out of the secret cache system. Pair that with the expiration of both the Green Challenge token and Ocean Waves camo in October, and it lines up neatly with the expected release of the Legendary FFAR1 Shredder. China essentially gets both versions. The collab variant they received in Season 7, likely tied to that special branded event. The normal Legendary FFAR1 Shredder, which would drop later in Season 9. And that's it for this video. If you enjoyed it or found it helpful, make sure to leave a like, subscribe and click the bell icon so you don't miss any updates. Also, don't forget to check out my other videos. I'll catch you all in the next one. Thanks for watching.